Welcome to your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. Welcome to my reading. I hope all is well. Let's dive right into this for the stagnation. I always do this. Let me backtrack a little bit. Before we begin, let me offer you first a trigger warning. Let me make you completely aware that this is a reading that might touch on some sensitive subjects. That's not your preference. If you feel like you're not in the headspace to maybe hear about triggering sensitive subject matter, this might not be the video for you. You may want to click off. Let's get into it. Stagnation. Let's start with the channel messages. If you would like to fast forward through this part of the video, the timestamp where the reading begins can be found below. Channel messages begin now. Beckham, recycle, Facebook, pick me please, Diana, donuts, chocolate bars, ice cold, suck my thumb, rice balls, chomping, smacking, greasy apron, Hello Fresh, pizza chef, blah blah blah, assignment list, creating song lyrics, ice cream, Mayweather. This could be the name Mayweather, or we could be talking about warm weather. Maybe you're dealing with someone who was born in the month of May, which could be a Taurus or a Gemini. Warm Keys. I was feeling Florida Keys. Maybe you're dealing with somebody that's in the Florida Keys or from Florida, or maybe you're leaving your keys in the sun. Maybe you lost your keys. Maybe they're in some place warm. May I take your order? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's forces and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Maybe somebody fell. Maybe somebody fell off a wall, or maybe this is figurative. Maybe you feel like you're falling apart. Maybe there's been people that have been trying to put you back together. You had some type of emotional fall. Maybe this is a very emotional week for you. Screen alert. Leander, Travis County, dead on paper. Lighters, Kush. Maybe somebody smoking weed. Cold brew, images, baby won't sleep. That's the evil version. I can't swim, can't punch back. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself, not the others. Those are your channel messages. Let's get straight into your reading. Let's see what's going on for the Sagination. Oh, Sag. Somebody's probing you this week. They're trying to get an emotional response from you. Maybe they have gotten an emotional response from you in the past. It might have something to do with a Virgo individual. Maybe there's somebody that's looking for you. They're on the hunt for you. Maybe somebody came up missing. They're MIA. Or so random. Maybe somebody could have gotten kidnapped. I don't know. By the cleanup woman. The cleanup woman. That's like the other woman. It feels like there's a third person in your situation as soon as I part the deck. Possibly. Maybe somebody might be meddling in your business. This could be a friend of yours. Confirmation on the Gemini. For some of you, you're having an issue with a lover, for sure. Yeah, I definitely feel that. This makes a lot of sense. You got somebody here that comes up as the strategist. I think that some of you might be bending over backwards for somebody that you might feel is a demon, or they have some type of addiction or some type of ulterior motive. And somebody is strategizing on you this week. They're strategizing on you, maybe trying to tug at your emotions, trying to get some type of response from you. This is an ex-friend, an ex-lover. Did somebody put you out? Sagittarius. Somebody doesn't trust. Somebody has trust issues now. Yeah, definitely trusting somebody's motives. I think somebody's breaking away from a relationship this week. Tired of crying over something. Tired of feeling like they're trapped. Maybe some of you might feel trapped because you share financial ties with this person. What's going on, Sag? What has you feeling like this week? Yeah, you're being very generous to somebody. Somebody's taking advantage of it. Somebody's being very selfish. You're very generous. They're being very selfish. Somebody's thirsty for attention in this situation. This might be the side piece. I definitely see a side piece in this situation. It might be this Queen of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. Somebody is in a relationship. And you got this nosy person that's in your business, Sagittarius. This is a neighbor of yours, or this is the third party. I did say pick me in the channel messages. Somebody's a pick me. Somebody wants you to be with them. They might be watching you. Maybe this is you posting online. Somebody sees that maybe you're happy in a relationship. Maybe some of you, that somebody thinks you have money and they're trying to steal from you. But make no mistake about it. I see a thief. And I see somebody around you that might have bad intentions. So while we're on that subject, okay? Because we're starting off the reading on like with some negativity. And then somebody made a comment talking about your readings are negative. Let me let you know what my readings are about. My spirit guides give me things to read about. They shed light on situations. They pull back the veil on situations that are hidden from you potentially, where someone is deliberately trying to conceal from you some information. They're trying to hide something from you. And if somebody's trying to hide something from you, then it's usually not a good thing. The readings, like I said, my readings will shed light to you about what is hidden in your situation and how you could possibly avoid a situation. You're not walking right into a trap, you know? Let's carry on, okay? Make sure that this is you not making yourself a target, okay? Because I think that some of you might be online. Somebody might think that you have money, and somebody might have bad intentions and they might want to come and steal from you. That's just how I see this situation. Somebody could be trying to come and steal your partner. I see that. This might have something to do with a love situation with this thief situation here. Anyway, I think that this week maybe, and I've been getting this for so many other signs, this card, I think that maybe you're not in a good place with someone. Maybe things were good. Maybe things were golden at some point. Yeah. And now things are kind of sour between you and this person. I definitely see, like I said, somebody is in a relationship. This could be an informant. This could be a friend of yours. Maybe they might see something that you don't see about your situation. They might see that maybe they might see your partner out. It feels like this is happening maybe in your neighborhood, in your community. Or like I said, this is a neighbor of yours. This is somebody that is either a neighbor or they're watching you online. Somebody's eavesdropping on your conversation, Sagittarius. You had somebody that has a military background. Some of you. I think some of you are trying to make a relationship work. You're being very patient with somebody that comes and goes out of your life. And some of you might be staying with someone because you don't want to risk public humiliation. You don't want other people to know that, you know, maybe there's been some cracks in your relationship for a while. So you're trying to keep the problems in your relationship kind of hush. It is very clear that there's some type of an issue. Some of you Saggies are maybe getting a divorce. Maybe this is something that you've been thinking about because you know that maybe your partner has been creeping on you. See, this is somebody that's trying to appear happy. Like I said, if somebody's posting online, they're trying to give off the appearance of happiness. But it just feels like somewhere in the relationship, things are not working out. In fact, it feels like something is coming to an end. And I also see somebody around you that might not be in the best of health right now, Sagittarius. Okay, this feels like for some of you, this is a past tense situation, okay? But like I said, for some of you, because we're reading about the next 7 days, You might be finding out about this. Somebody, okay, so we got this strategist right here. This person is maybe strategizing on a way out of this relationship because they're not happy. This could be, like I said, somebody strategizing on maybe how to get out of this, how to get a divorce, or how not to lose out too much in this situation. For some of you, you feel trapped because you have a child. You might have a child that looks up to their father or their mother or whatever the case is. Maybe it's your living situation. Maybe, you know, you don't want to struggle. Maybe you're connected to this person because of, like I said, some type of financial chain, some type of financial bond. I think you're at a crossroads this week, Sagittarius. You or somebody around you is at a crossroads about what to do about this situation. Some of you, it feels like you're moving backwards in your relationship. You're dealing with somebody who doesn't want to commit. And for some of you, there's a side piece. This person doesn't want to claim them publicly because they don't want you to find out. And this side person might not even really be their preference, but, you know, it looks like somebody just has their eye on somebody. This is the third person that I feel is trying to steal somebody. And then I think that maybe you're having some uncertainty about your relationship or some uncertainty about where this person has been. This might be your headspace this week. Uncertain, easily triggered. It might be that maybe you're trying to have a conversation with someone. Maybe you feel like you can't reason with them. And maybe this week you're done holding your peace because it feels like maybe there's somebody that's been avoiding a conversation with you. They're trying to tiptoe around the issue. Maybe they're trying to act like everything is all good, but it doesn't feel like both of you have the same feeling. Some of you, it feels like somebody might be overlooking you for like miscellaneous temporary women. And maybe it feels like it's not really a necessity for somebody to stay in the relationship. They're being mean. They're pushing you away. This is their defense mechanism. This is their way of protecting themselves. For some of you, you're dealing with somebody that may travel for business, and maybe they're mixing business with pleasure. Anyway, I think this week maybe you're not speaking to somebody, or this is a family member that maybe you're not speaking to. Yep, your shadow. Feels like your shadow aspect of yourself. Did I say you lost your keys? Maybe you're looking for a key. Sagittarius. Yep, separation. I think this is your current energy this week. Or like I said, this is something that someone has been contemplating. Yep, foolishness and anger. This feels like this somebody has been saying some things, some really foolish things. Somebody may have put their foot in their mouth and it feels as though somebody is angry about something. So maybe this is, you might need time to cool off. Or for some of you, this is just where you are. Bending over backwards for somebody, coming to the realization that this situation is holding you back in some type of way. It feels like there's been some very hurtful things that have been said, and somebody's really still hurting, having to do with that situation. And yeah, it looks like maybe you're talking to some friends or some people that you trust. Maybe you're trying to get some information about this or some advice. For some of you, this is a friend of yours that's talking about you behind your back. This might be something that's troubling you. Somebody is planning on leaving to be with somebody else. And you might have somebody in your business that's instigating a situation. Yeah, I see a child. I see more than one child here. Maybe that's the obstacle, or maybe some of you are having, this is an obstacle that you're having with family members. For some of you, this might have something to do with a parent, a role model. Maybe some of you have a very critical parent. It looks like there's some type of an obstacle that's keeping you from communicating with someone. If it's not a lover, then it's a family member. Feels like you're dealing with somebody who is emotionally detached. And they don't want to hear you out. They may not want to listen to you. And maybe this is causing a lot of unwanted drama or stress. Maybe this is you. Maybe this is you putting on a brave front, acting like you're not really affected by what's going on. But it feels like deep down inside, this is really hurting you. I think somebody might think that you don't have them figured out, but I think you might know more than you might think. You might know more than you might let on about this situation, about why somebody is defensive when you call them on their BS or you ask them certain questions. I think that somebody this week is angry. and their immediate response is to get even. Like I said, this might be a very emotionally charged week for you. There might be somebody that's triggering you to act out. Maybe they're looking for some type of response. This could be a troll online that could be doing this. Because for some of you, I feel like you might work online. It seems like somebody's doing this for their own enjoyment. Trying to mess with you, trying to taunt you. So yeah, I think that it's because of somebody's triggering words. Either this happened already, Sagittarius, and this is a thing of the past, but it kind of comes up again this week, either in your thoughts or this person pops up in your energy. This Sagittarius, liberation. What did I get this for? I believe I got this for one of the air signs. I believe it was Gemini. This week, I think you're freeing yourself of something. Something has been holding you back. Something has been interrupting the flow of your ideas. Some of you are definitely getting out of a relationship, or you're no longer putting so much pressure on yourself to, I don't know, for something. You're putting yourself on pressure on yourself in some type of way for whatever reason. This week, I think that because maybe you have been going at a steady pace with something, it feels like there's some type of obstacle that comes up this week. Like I said, it could be an obstacle with a family member, or this is what's possibly keeping you from maybe getting something done. You got somebody following you. We're gonna get into that. Did I say somebody got kidnapped, came up missing? Because this is like your guys are saying tread carefully. Because you might have somebody around you that might not have the best of intentions. And like I said, this could be a family member, this could be a friend, it could be a coworker. But in some situations, in some instances, okay, it just feels like your guys are saying tread carefully, especially if you're putting out a lot of information about your whereabouts or the things that you do. It feels like somebody is really keeping a close eye on you. This could be somebody literally following you, because for some of you Saggies, I do feel like you have a stalker. Okay, it looks like you have somebody that you're watching, or they're watching you. It could be a neighbor. It could be somebody that's across the street from you. This week, Sagittarius, I think you might be deciding to center yourself in truth. This is either you centering yourself in the truth of maybe some things that maybe you haven't, it looks like maybe you don't see something, or you don't want to see what's going on behind your back. This is you centering yourself in that truth. Or this is somebody maybe needing to be honest with you about something, because I promise you somebody is not really genuine. As it pertains to, oh, this feels like this is somebody coming back from your past. So that might be what brings us back this week, Sagittarius. This could be a family member. This could be an old issue. There's some type of an obstacle that maybe you and a family member haven't been able to get over. It might be in terms of communication. They see things different from you. They've been avoiding talking to you about something. Maybe they've even avoided apologizing to you about something. Something might have you wondering whether or not somebody really loves you at all, or if they're just kind of taking advantage of you. Maybe this is somebody that smokes. Maybe they play chess. But there's definitely somebody playing games with you. This week you might be wondering whether or not you and this person feel the same way about each other. Because it does feel like maybe somebody has been leading you on, and maybe they dropped off the radar. Maybe they've been MIA. It feels like in the next 7 days or in the coming weeks, Sagittarius, somebody might be coming back. You might have a reconciliation with someone. You might have a reunion with someone. And maybe this is you. Maybe you want somebody to take accountability for their actions. And maybe you feel like they won't. They're just trying to avoid the situation. Maybe you're tired of somebody's inconsistencies. They're always conflicted. They can't make a solid decision about whether or not they want to be with you or with somebody else. Because this could be somebody that jumps back and forth between you and someone else. Or this could be somebody that just can't make a decision. They keep wavering about whether or not they want to stay or go. This week, I kind of see you detaching emotionally. Maybe you've been trying to move on. Maybe you've been trying to get your own happiness, but it just feels like somebody is coming back. Or this is you just wanting the truth. You guys are drifting apart. Maybe you just want to know where the two of you stand. This person's avoiding that. They don't want to be real with you about that, Sagittarius. And some of you are dealing with another Sag. This is a Sag to Sag relationship where you're dealing with another fire sign. Leaving you hurt me too. So for some of you, this is a past tense situation. Somebody left. Somebody might be avoiding a conversation with you. Somebody might be under the impression that you're not a part of their plan. And then you got somebody acting like they don't care. This is the person that's avoiding a conversation. They won't apologize. And I think that this is what somebody wants to see or hear. They want to see can you like at least be a human being about this situation? Yeah? Somebody is hurt, they're angry. They want somebody to genuinely apologize from the heart. And maybe both of you are playing stubborn. You got this card that says we're more alike than you admit. Maybe this is both of you. Maybe you feel like this person is stubborn. You're also being stubborn, possibly. I think you're going to listen to your intuition the next time around, because I think that maybe this person did try to fool you before. Maybe this is somebody that tried to pull the wool over your eyes in the past. Maybe this is somebody that thinks that you're naive or gullible, or they've tried to take advantage of you in some way. I think that, yeah, this might be the week where you love yourself enough to walk away from this. This might be a week where you might need a boost in confidence about a decision that you're making having to do with this, or whether or not this is something that you should stick around with. It feels like you have a lot of love for someone, Sagittarius, but it just feels like you're between a rock and a hard place in this situation. You're not your happy-go-lucky self this week. In fact, maybe you might be traveling someplace. Maybe you feel like you might want to go someplace to clear your head, to maybe think about what your next move is going to be. But this is definitely a week to trust your intuition, because it just feels like somebody's moving kind of foul this week, Sagittarius. And so this is why your guides are warning you, tread carefully. For some of you, Saggies, this has something to do with friendships, or people that you might feel that are genuine friends. And I think that some of you might have friends that might be jealous of you in some type of way. And maybe these are people that are trying to keep you standing still. Might be people that are ripping you to shreds, saying some negative things to you. Because it looks like you have somebody very critical that's around you, or this is you. A time of guilt and shame ends now. Okay. Let them go and clear your mind. I think this is what you're doing, maybe with a friend. Maybe there's a friend that might feel some shame and some guilt about maybe the way that something played out. Forgive yourself and begin to love yourself just as you are. This could be you. You might be feeling guilty about something. Either way, I feel like you might need some time to clear your mind. And like I said, for some of you, this isn't a friend or a family member. This isn't a lover or a family member. It's a friend of yours. Like I said, somebody's returning this week. Maybe somebody hasn't been making any moves. This week, all of a sudden, either they return or the subject of them returns. They come up in conversation. I don't know. I feel like somebody's coming to you, though. I really do. Recognize despair as an opportunity. Within it, you will find the gift of awakening. That's interesting, because it definitely feels like you are awakening on some type of level. Some of you, you're awakening to the truth, or this is you going through some type of spiritual awakening. Maybe you felt guilty. Maybe this is other people's opinions. Maybe people are imposing their opinions on you about what they think you should and shouldn't do. Whether or not it has something to do with the spiritual path or something else, it feels like you're liberating yourself from other people's opinions and what other people feel that you should be doing with your life. Tear down the walls around your heart. I think that this has been very difficult for you because, like I said before, it feels like, Sagittarius Nation, you have been bending over backwards for people or situations, and you've been taken advantage of. Somebody has come at you with bad motives, bad intentions. Or Sagittarius, the reading can be reversed. This could definitely be you doing that to certain people, and I don't know, it feels like something comes back around this week. Some of you, this does have something to do with a spiritual calling. Maybe your intuition. I think that might be a huge gift of yours, Sagittarius, is your intuition. And this might be something that you might downplay, really. Or this is other people downplaying your intuition. It might have something to do. This might have something to do with you liberating yourself from the thoughts that are in your mind. Yep, fear. The shadow. I think maybe you want to liberate yourself from something. I think it might have something to do, for some of you, a career. It could definitely be a mindset. It could definitely be about what everyone else might think of you. I think this week you might be getting some reassurance, or you might be consoled about something. Maybe some of you, you are your own boss, or maybe this is something that you're thinking about. You're thinking about liberating yourself from a 9-to-5. Maybe in pursuit, again, of some type of spiritual gift or spiritual goal. You're a healer of some type, Sagittarius. But it's fear that's stopping you. Once you get away from, you free yourself of these thoughts that are blocking you, it feels like things are going to flow forward. Because it looks like your thoughts are inhibiting you in some type of way. Or greedy people around you are trying to create obstacles for you in some type of way. Maybe you're under some type of attack. Or I did say you do once again have this card here talking about tread carefully. Be aware of what is going on around you, Sagittarius. This could be literal. There could be some type of literal attack. Because like I said, I definitely see that in your cards. Listen to your intuition about somebody's intentions, Sagittarius, okay? Somebody might be trying to attack you. For some of you, I think you might be in a violent relationship. You might be experiencing some type of domestic violence. Maybe you're trying to get out of that, and maybe it might be necessary for you to, because maybe this is you developing some type of strategy about how to get out of a domestic violence situation. Because it feels like maybe you feel trapped, you feel restricted, or literally, I did say somebody came up kidnapped, came up missing, somebody tying somebody up, keeping somebody from moving. Maybe this is literal. Maybe you do want to literally move. Or there's somebody that wants to move closer to you. It feels like it's the finances. It's finances that are maybe keeping you standing still, because I can't help but to notice that. You got this card coming out talking about stillness. Some of you lose a child. Stand still. Thank you, Spirit guides. Keeping still, stand still. I think this is what's going on with your money, or this is maybe something that has been going on with your money. Money has been at a standstill. Maybe it has something to do with distractions. Maybe you were distracted last week. Yeah, it feels like maybe you were relaxing, you were wasting some time. Maybe last week was maybe it was a relaxed week for you. Maybe you were unproductive, or maybe you just simply didn't feel well. Maybe last week you were feeling a bit tense. Maybe you felt the need to kind of check your phone, or maybe you were watching TV shows, or you were watching somebody online. It feels like you are wasting time, and it feels like you were trying to escape something. Like there was some type of emotion that maybe you didn't want to feel. Maybe you didn't want to feel attacked. Maybe there's somebody in your environment that is verbally attacking you. Maybe you needed some time to yourself to think. Maybe you needed some time again to come up with some type of a strategy. Because it looks like maybe you're looking for some type of a freedom. Some type of freedom. Something is not freeing you up. What's going on? Like, I'm trying to see what's going on, Sagittarius. What has you feeling like this? It might be this whole situation that, it might be the uncertainty of things that's really bugging you. Maybe you're uncertain about your job. Maybe there's something threatening your job security. Maybe some of you are holding on to a job because you have a lot of debt. Or you're having some, maybe you're online shopping. It feels like it's difficult for you to stick to a budget. You're having some financial problems, some credit problems. Maybe you find yourself overspending. And maybe this week you might be looking to get a personal loan. Or maybe you have, maybe you've nearly paid it off. This could be student debt. Because some of you, it feels like you're in school. Or maybe this is the semester. Maybe it's almost over. Maybe you decided to go back to school, or this is something that you've been thinking about. Maybe you've been thinking about finding a mentor. Or you've been looking for maybe finding a way to do something that you love, because it feels like you're looking for some type of deliverance. It looks like you're trying to get out of something. But I also feel like maybe you're having food delivered. There's a package that you're waiting for. It might come through this week. Take control of your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome that you truly desire. So it feels like it's your thoughts this week, Sagittarius. Thoughts of uncertainty, thoughts that make it it feels like it's the way that you're thinking, the way that your thoughts are flowing, or the fact that they're not flowing. Basically, you're thinking yourself in a circle. It feels like something is keeping you from making a decision. And it feels like this is the week that a decision may need to be made about something. Or this is you waiting for a court decision, a legal situation, something is pending, and it has you on pins and needles thinking about something. It could be maybe a decision about, maybe you're looking for a new place, and maybe you wanting to know if you got approved for something here. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you toward your joy. You deserve it. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Again, Sagittarius, are you bending over backwards for somebody that wouldn't do the same for you? Because it looks like somebody has some type of strategy. They have some type of ulterior motive to maybe take advantage of you in some type of way. And this is your guides telling you, listen to your intuition, tread carefully, deliver yourself from a situation if you feel like your intuition is telling you don't follow through with it. A difficult path is being revealed. Ask for help and learn that we are all connected. Maybe that's what this is. Like I said, it feels like you had this card talking about obstacle. Maybe you're up against some type of challenge. You have some type of obstacle in your way. I feel like it's a financial obstacle for some of you. Or it's some type of mental obstacle. Yep. You're going to be on the receiving end this week of some information that maybe comes through to help you. Because it feels like something has been delayed. It could be money, a loan. Maybe the bank has your money on hold. I'm not sure. But it feels like something might take some time. Or you've been waiting for something. And this might bring some unsettled times for you financially. And maybe it might be necessary for you to kind of plan ahead Financially, yeah, because it looks like something is giving you anxiety. Or maybe that's the energy that you came off of last week, and you find a way to deliver yourself from that, from whatever it was that was causing you all of this pain, anxiety, uncertainty. Feels like this within the next 7 days, you come out of that energy and you're finding a way to feel joy. You're able to breathe a sigh of relief. For some of you, maybe you've just needed to get away. You've needed some time to yourself. Maybe you've wanted to go on vacation, but it feels like something has put that at a standstill. You haven't been able to move. You haven't been able to make the moves that you wanted to make, or you haven't been able to go on a vacation. Like I said, if your money has been a problem over the past week, if that was the energy that you left off with, it feels like if you're able to deliver yourself from whatever this is that's blocking you mentally, it feels like your money situation definitely has the ability to improve. Or like I said, once you complete some type of project or a semester or whatever is pending, it feels like, yeah, this might have been the thing that has been keeping you still. Once you're able to deliver yourself from this, because it feels like you really do have the power to do so. It's like something is keeping you from being able to focus. Once you're able to cut free of that, it feels like you're able to get some progress made with something, Sagittarius. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Confirmation, Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. Something has knocked you off focus, Sagittarius. That's what's been keeping you still. That's what's been keeping you idle in some type of way. Again, this is what your guides are calling you out of this week, Sagittarius. They're trying to get you to liberate yourself from this, but it has everything to do with you, your ability to focus, your ability to get grounded, your choice to get grounded, because it feels like you have free will in this situation, but it has everything to do with your thoughts this week. Like I said, it feels like your thoughts are out of control, or it's just, I don't know what's going to happen, I'm afraid. Something's really troubling you this week. Your guys are saying get control over your thoughts, regain your focus. That may help get you out of this place where you're just mentally torturing yourself over something, Sag. Some of you are dealing with a Scorpio. You're dealing with a Libra. Balance. I think this has something to do with balancing your schedule, balancing your mind, or balancing the things that are on your plate. It feels like, Sag, there's just too much on your plate right now. Yeah, but like I said, this is the week that you regain this personal power, or you get clarity about something that you've been thinking about for a while. Some of you, this might be you getting clarity about whether or not you want to start a new relationship, or if you want to approach somebody that you're attracted to. Oh, this is a past situation for some of you. Somebody was careless with you. Maybe, like I said, somebody put their hands on you. Sagittarius, maybe this is this legal situation that I'm seeing. I don't know, Sag. Somebody's coming to try to turn this around. Yeah, it feels like you're lost in your own world. This is why they're saying be careful of your surroundings. You're not seeing what's going on, Sagittarius. I think this is the idea where you got the strategist card. I think you might be coming up with some brilliant ideas. Whatever has been an obstacle for you, I feel like you're going to find a way to overcome that. Or this is exactly what your guides are calling you out of, this mindset where you feel like you can't recover from something here. I think there's going to be an opportunity for you to communicate clearly about what you want, or maybe that's just the issue. Maybe somebody it's not clear to them what you want or what you need. And you may need to clearly voice that to somebody. Holy Spirit, show me Sagittarius. This could even be scenarios that maybe you're imagining in your head. You're imagining the worst case scenario. You might, what if your thoughts are kind of outlandish? Maybe that's not, because it feels like you're indulging in a lot of catastrophic thinking. Like you're thinking the worst about something. Message from your higher self. If I could, I would tell you every day to worry less, that you do not know how beautiful you are, and that I love you, and that you are perfect as you are. Reach for the stars, the ones glowing brightly within, just behind your doubt and insecurities. Embrace them and shine. It's the message from your higher self, trying to get you to liberate yourself from whatever these restricting thoughts are. Because it doesn't feel like your thoughts are conducive to any type of change. It feels like these thoughts are trapping you in some type of way. It may have something to do, like I said, with insecurities, some self-doubt. Your guides want to get you to shine. They want you to expand. Maybe there's somebody this week that maybe you're wanting to meet, or maybe you do come across this person. It feels like maybe you are looking for a mentor, or you are looking for somebody that can help you, maybe give you some type of inspiration, or this is just somebody that kind of enters your life this week. It feels like there is some type of problem that you're facing this week, Sagittarius, or you've been dealing with this for a while. And I think, like I said, you get the clarity to be able to see what you need to see. You got this awakening card, not once but twice. And you got self-realization. So I think that whatever circumstance that you're dealing with right now, it was meant to show you how strong you are, how powerful you are, Sagittarius. Or it may have caused you to see what your shadows are. What things about yourself that you genuinely want to change, or what things about yourself that are really holding you back. So this is a week that I feel like you're really in your head about some things, and I think that you're contemplating, again, about some type of strategy to get out of something here that's trapping you or blocking you in some type of way. Anything else, Holy Spirit, the Saggies need to know for this next 7 days? Somebody avoiding paying bills because it feels like that. And it feels like maybe somebody's trying to fight you this week, Sagittarius. And that came up in the channel messages. Oh, okay. Well, I think that there's a health challenge this week. Or this anger could be creating some type of health challenge. Because it does look like maybe you are experiencing some type of physical pain, Sag. Maybe you've been in some type of physical or emotional pain for the longest time, Capricorn and Aries. Want to make a cameo appearance, as well as Leo and Sag. Maybe this has something to do with placements that are in your chart. Or this has something to do, this might give you a revelation about who's in your energy this week. Since we're talking about your higher self, your temple, maybe you've been careless with your own health in some type of way. Be careful, Sagittarius, that somebody's not just leading you on or charming you into something because they want something from you. You got some pettiness going on in the background. This might be your kids fighting, nieces, nephews, whoever this is, or this is you fighting like kids with someone. I'm trying to see what's going on with health. Some of you have been worried about your health. You might have some foggy thinking. You're not able to think clearly, and it might be your financial situation that's causing you to maybe have to gravitate to eating junk food. Maybe it's what you're consuming, it's what you're putting in your body. It could be cigarettes. It feels like there's some type of an addiction. This might be the week that you might get some type of clarity. You might be tempted to get some type of clarity about maybe a health issue. Because it looks like something has been bringing you down. If it's not emotionally, this doesn't have anything to do with your mental stability, then again, it feels like it's your health. Got death right behind it. I know somebody's diabetic, or you have some type of heart issue. You're eating a lot of sugar, a lot of salt, or whatever. We did talk about self-esteem, so maybe you're overeating, you're binge eating on something here. What's going on with health, Holy Spirit? There's some type of obstacle, some type of health obstacle this week. You might have a feeling that maybe something is going on in your body, or it might be that you might have a feeling that maybe it's time to maybe change something to do with your diet. You have Virgo here. For some of you, it's the fact that you're not getting enough sleep that's affecting how you're feeling. Something is affecting somebody's health. Like I said, emotional health, physical health. And somebody might really need to get to the doctor. Somebody might be having surgery, or it might be necessary to have some type of medical intervention with something. But it really does feel like something in this situation could be prevented. This might be a situation, Sag or cross-watcher, that maybe you might have to be your own advocate. You might be deciding to maybe change doctors, change physicians to get the help that you need. Because it doesn't look like you got this card talking about standing still. Maybe you're not really getting a lot of exercise. Maybe your energy has been down. Or for some of you, maybe you are getting surgery. Maybe this is the week that you're recovering from something here. I don't know, but it feels like healing is going to be something that is extremely important. Both emotional, this is healing mind, body, and spirit, Sagittarius. Alright, Sag Nation, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. Sag, if you felt like this reading has been helpful to you, thumbs up the video. Consider subbing to my channel if you haven't already. If you do decide to subscribe to my channel, make sure that you hit the post notification so that you are aware of whenever I upload a video for a sign that you're cross-watching for, your own sign, or whenever I go live. Thank you, Sag Nation, for tuning in this week. Have a wonderful, peaceful birthday, belated or upcoming, or if today's your birthday, happy birthday, Sagittarius. All right, Sag, take good care. Peace out.